Yeah, CHUO 89.1 FM. You're checking out the NuBRL show each and every single Friday. We're live inside Cap City. It's your people's DJ Live.
Your boy Lil Thrilla.
Big shouts going out to everybody that's been tuning in so far. I know a lot of you guys have been enjoying the playlist like you do every week. And people do hit me up sometimes and want to know what's going on. But you know what? The entire playlist is posted on our Twitter handle.
Follow us on Twitter.
So be sure to follow us on Twitter, NuBRLRadio. You can also follow CHUO Music on Twitter as well. They do a ton of cataloging for a lot of the programs as well. So stay connected with us. And of course, if you're tuning in late right now and you're thinking, damn, these boys are turning up. I don't know where they came from. I just found out about Thrilla and the Live. No problem. No problem. You got to head over to www.chuo.fm. You can listen live and you can also listen to past shows. We got about a month's worth of shows there. Hashtag on demand. So that's where you got to go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. 4:15 in the afternoon. At this time, I'd like to announce a special guest live in the studio, all the way from Seattle, representing New York. We got Aaron Cohen live in the studio. How you doing, my brother?
Yo, I'm doing great. Thank you for having me.
Yo, thanks for coming on, brother. We appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Much love. How the headphones? Headphones are good?
Headphones are good.
So before we move on, Thrilla, I heard you say, I know our homie Aaron is from Seattle, but you're representing New York as well.
Yeah.
So how does that work? How's that working? Where you at?
I spent like the first half of my life in Seattle, and I've been in New York for like over a decade in Queens.
Nice.
So I think it comes out in my style, you know, definitely a mix of the melancholy darkness of Seattle and like the grind of New York.
That's kind of what I was going to say too, is like for a lot of cats that are familiar with the music scene in general in the States, a lot of us are familiar with what the music scene is like in places like Los Angeles, New York, Miami, and even Seattle. We were just talking off the air as well. Seattle's got a huge music scene. You know, what was it like doing that transition from coming from the West Coast, like Seattle, and then going all to, you know, the Mecca, if you will?
It was a big transition. I mean, I didn't really start doing music seriously until I was in New York, so my experience was really in the New York market. But just lifestyle in general, Seattle is way more laid back, way more chill, just a lot of, you know, techies and potheads, and then, you know, and like grunge rock guys.
Of course.
A lot of flannels and coffee. And then you get to New York and it's like just people moving at 100 miles per hour.
It's a melting pot, huh?
But that was good for me. Like, I needed that energy. Like, New York is like my drug. It keeps me amped up, you know.
No doubt. And when did you start making music? When did you start recording? When did you start writing music?
Really, like 6 years ago, probably. I decided I really want to do this. But you know, it takes a couple years to get good at it.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And I know a lot of the cats out there that are making music and good quality music, they know that they gotta wait until you get a big amount of people that are not your homies and family and people, you know, saying, hey, you know what, Aaron? Your music is the ish. Your music is hitting me in a certain way. And you're like, whoa, that's crazy. Like, to have strangers give you that much love and respect. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I appreciate like, to me, that's the trippiest part of the whole music thing. Like, accolades and all that, like, is whatever. But when you meet somebody who really put you on their iPhone because they want to listen to you on the train on the way to work because that gives them what they need for their day. Like, that's, people tell me that's
motivating.
Crazy. Yeah, man. And like, I understand that because that's why I listen to music.
So who are some of the artists that you you know, you resonated with when you were coming up? Who are some of the artists that, you know, maybe push you or wanted to make you start recording and writing music?
Always Kanye.
Okay.
Just because I just felt like I just feel like he's a real artist, you know, like with each project he tried to reinvent himself and kind of reinvent the game. He's not just like making rap albums to make rap albums, you know?
Yeah.
I love like Max B. I like melodic stuff. I like Schoolboy Q and Kid Cudi and Mos Def. I like rappers who can like sing but not sing with a great voice, but just kind of like make it like catchy like it's supposed to be, you know?
Yeah.
I try and do that.
Versatile.
Yeah, for sure.
So I gotta ask, you know, being in New York, how does all the friends and family and the fan base back home in Seattle feel of the music?
They love it. I mean, because I still rap, you know, like the new song I dropped, 24, is like an ode to Ken Griffey Jr., like a Seattle star. So like, it's all love. Like, they love seeing me in other places doing my thing. I'm sure there's people in Seattle who don't like me, but like, okay. You know?
Haters gonna hate. You
know, always hate.
Nah, because sometimes you see local guys who see me like getting shine, and I'll come back for like a week to Seattle and get the Seattle press.
Yeah.
And they're like, Seattle's, favorite son, and they're like, nah, he's not even really here,
Yeah, he's not here.
But whatever. The more people are angry, probably the better. Like
That's
honestly.
what it is. As long as you repping no back home, you good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we played one of your records earlier in the show. It's titled Gang Gang. Tell us about that record.
It just kind of came to me like, you just kind of hear like the same cliche words over and over again, because like people are just like in general like aren't that creative, so like you always hear people saying gang and squad and drip and no cap, and like I just said gang gang, and I was like gang gang, but I was like, but I'm really with my friends. Like in reality, like I'm chilling with my friends, and like, okay, that's gang, but it's not a gang, like
yeah, not for you.
So it's kind of ironic in that way, and then it's just some like classic New York stuff,
That's what's up. So tell us about the Yuck Fou Tour. It's your second date tonight in Ottawa.
Yeah.
Last night was Kingston. You kicked off in Kingston.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was dope. That was my first time in Kingston.
It wasn't as dope as Ottawa was going to be tonight.
Yeah,
I'm telling you right now, bro. I'm telling you right now.
All right. Well, I'm excited. It was fun. I mean, I love performing in general.
And this is your first time in Canada, right? Performing?
I've been to Vancouver before, but that's it.
Okay, that's what's
just
up.
because of the Vancouver-Seattle connection. But
yeah, it's close.
But yeah, performing is probably my favorite thing in the world to do. So like, they felt my energy last night for real, and I just love connecting with. And Jarren's a crazy performer.
He is, and you know what? Like, I haven't seen you perform myself, but the more I listen to your music,
from that C Red joint, that's.
I'm like, you sound you're very much like Jarren in the sense that, maybe the delivery. And like you said, nowadays, some of the newer generation, isn't really focusing so much on lyrics and content and stuff like
hype.
that. And the cool thing about Jarren Benton is he is hype, like Thrilla said, but he's also backing it with a lot of substance and content. How do you feel being a young artist in the industry right now, where there is a lot of music out there where it's lacking lyrics, it's lacking substance?
Yeah, I mean...
Well, I say that mumble rap.
Yeah, I like a lot of different stuff, to be honest. So like it just depends on the mood. What I don't understand is there's a certain like synapse that fires in your brain when you hear a bar that like is a real bar, and like I need that. At times I need that in my music. I don't always need that. Like I can listen to just some melodic stuff or just some laid back stuff or party stuff, but like I think there's kind of like a whole group of kids who like don't even really know what rap is,
Mm-hmm.
And I guess that's just a generational thing.
But you seem like a young cat. You don't got to tell us how old you are, but you seem like a young cat. And
I guess I'm in the middle ground. You know what I mean? Like I'm old enough to know what rap is and young enough to like the turn up stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But there's definitely kids who like, because I know, because they'll like me and they'll give me feedback and they'll choose like the most basic line in my whole song. They're like, that was hard. It's like you didn't get any of the metaphors or anything in any of it.
Yeah.
But whatever, I'm happy they enjoy it.
That's right.
So you brought a few more records with you. We also played C Red. The video's out now on YouTube. Tell us about that record as well.
That record, I actually like wrote those lyrics initially to some New York stuff that I was working on in Brooklyn. And I didn't end up recording, and I went to Seattle, and my friend Breakbill had these beats that were super bass-driven and aggressive.
Yeah, it's an aggressive beat.
Yeah, and I just had these rhymes. They're in my head. Like, I don't usually write. I just had in my head. And I had written them to, like, some, like, Nas instrumentals. And I just felt it and went hard over that beat and just tapped into some new level of aggression and just opened my eyes to what I was capable in terms of that. And, like, it totally transformed the live show also, because the song goes off.
Oh yeah,
like,
for sure. Get the crowd going.
It's not like a rap song.
Yeah.
It's like they're moshing and punching each other and stuff.
How did I know people were gonna start moshing to that song? Some told me. I'm like, you can hear it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's an energy where it's like, just don't touch me. You know what I mean? Like that's
no doubt.
So before we get into your last record, 24. Tell the video just dropped for that one as well.
Yeah.
Tell all of our listeners about that record and the video.
So the hook on that song is, I might be too good for my own good. I was walking through my old hood, feeling like the ish. They say, Aaron, where you been? I said, I've been making hits. 24, 24, I'm the mother effing kid. So 24 was Ken Griffey Jr. and his nickname was the Kid. And I was saying I was making
That's a really
hits.
cool connection.
Yeah, I like that.
And so I'm from Seattle. So the truth is, like, 90% of people don't even know what I'm talking about, and they're just like, yeah, that song is great.
No, I get you. I get you.
But like, yeah,
There's
I know
metaphors
you guys
behind
got
it.
it.
There's
Yeah,
metaphors behind it.
so that's kind of like a little hometown anthem. And I actually shot the music video in Paris.
Oh, word, that's
with
dope.
this modeling agency. They actually signed me. I'm officially a model.
Okay.
Surprising to everyone. But it's like a modeling agency for unique looking people.
Okay.
So I got all these models who are like albino or have like can't grow hair or have like different skin disorders.
Your beard looks a little red.
Yeah, I was gonna say a little ginger over there.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
So I got all these interesting looking faces and just made something
Yeah.
like different and beautiful in the video, and it just came out really nice. So
To tell you the truth, you do see a lot of albino models these days coming up
yeah, for sure.
in the world, and a lot of ginger redheads, a lot of people with a beard. That's the new look these days. You know what I'm saying?
Talk to the mic is stroking his beard.
Talk
over
to the
here.
mic, stroking his beard over here. So we got Aaron Cohen live in the studio, the NuBRL studio. He's got a show tonight at Mavericks on the Yuck Fou Tour. How many more dates do you have left on the tour?
50.
Yeah, we got like at least 21 more after tonight.
So you're just ready. You got your bags and you're just ready to be on road.
Yeah, I love it. It's like my favorite thing to do.
I got one more question before we wrap it up, I guess. So where do you see yourself in the next 5-10 years?
5-10 years.
Musically wise, who knows? We might see you on the cover of Vogue next year, or GQ.
Either way, it's cool.
But yeah, musically, where do you see yourself in the next 5-10 years?
Honestly, my ultimate goal is just to like be my own favorite artist,
Nice.
And I definitely got closer to that I'm picky with what I listen to, and I feel like my last project, C-Red, was like the first one probably that I would like accept and put on my playlist and be like, this is dope, I need this music.
Yeah.
And like, so I'm like in my top 20, you know what I mean? And I want to be my number one favorite rapper. That's my goal. And like, I just want to keep using more progressive stuff and like developing as music develops, but at the same time, like be a real rapper, So that's the goal.
No, I'll tell you right now, keep up those metaphors and those punchlines, and like keep dropping those lyrics, because a lot of people don't, they don't respect it, or if they do respect it, they don't, like you said, they don't take it in the real metaphor behind it. So, I'm saying, I that's personally my lane of rap.
I'm with Thrilla on that one, and I know a lot of our listeners are, even though some of our listeners maybe just hit puberty, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Y'all kids need to learn and listen, right?
Yeah, man. Aaron Cohen live in the studio. I want to get you to premiere your next record, 24.
Yeah, this is 24. It's my hometown Seattle anthem. It was on my project C-Red. Check it out. Go check that video out on YouTube too.
Yeah, I'm Aaron Cohen live in the studio. Here we go. Let's get into that. 24.
I might be too good for my own good. I was walking through my old hood, feeling like they said, Aaron, where you been? I said, I've been making hits. 24, I'm a kid. 24, I'm a kid. 24, I'm a kid. 24, I'm a kid. Born in the South End, raised in the South End. Lot of bad decisions that I made in the South End. Every day found my way in the South End. Got my first bit of play in the South End. I know, these streets from front to back. I know, used to be on front and neck. I've been around the world, but I keep coming back. I've been around the world, but I keep running back. Like Ricky Waters, hide your girlfriends, hide your daughters. Emerald City's favorite motto, went to Queens to push it farther. Feel like Weezy on the Carter, now I'm back up in this just to finish what I started, cause I never ever switch. I might be too good for my own good. I was walking through my old hood,